Welcome back, dweebs. I recently got into collecting Pokemon cards again for the first time since I was a kid. Specifically, Scarlet and Violet's expansion, their 151 expansion, the OG Pokemon. Join me today as I go through some of my favorite cards I've gotten so far and some of the most valuable ones I've got. Thank you guys for joining me today. I played Pokemon a ton as a kid. I played red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. Played all the way up till probably X and X2, or no, black and white, black and white, black and white, and black and white too. I said X and X2. That's Final Fantasy, different genre completely. But I was a mega Pokemon fan, mainly of the original 151 and the second generation, the legendary dogs and such. So if there's ever a expansion for those, I'll be getting that. But today we're talking the 151 expansion. We got my player's guide here. Found out recently one of my best friends here in the city I live in is into this stuff. I had no idea. So I've had a lot of fun with this, specifically the 151, because I know all these. So I'm going to go through here some of my favorite cards I've gotten. And then I've got a stack of ones that are worth some money. So really just my personal favorite cards of Pokemon I grew up liking, enjoying, and they're my favorites. So first up, we've got the binder that I got. Got to have a binder. We've got Charizard, obviously the OG. Really like this binder. It isn't just a 151 binder. I'm kind of cheating a little bit. You've got some on the back. You got Marowak. You got some people. I don't even know who they are. But so it's not just an OG one, but you gotta have a binder, right? First up, I'm not going to take these out. There's just stacks of them. They're filled. We've got the OGs. You've got Bulbasaur, Venusaur, and Ivysaur there. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard's on the next page. I'll flip it here. And you got Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise as well. So I've got all the OGs. You can see I've got the regular cards, trying to get the light off that, and the reverse holos of each of these, and then the EX cards for Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Second page here. This is the rest of them. So you've got the Charizard EX, Blastoise EX. These all came with the Bloom and Waters Costco pack. 2-pack. I gave the other one to my good friend out here that's doing these is collecting cards with me. I say with me, he's been doing it for years. However, he's very much farther along than I am. I am just getting started here. Excited I've got the first, the beginning Pokemon, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, all their evolutions, the reverse holos, and the EXs are the major ones, so that's a good start there. We're going to go through some of my other favorite ones here. Just personal preferences. Nothing more, nothing less than that. First up is everybody's favorite, Pikachu. The reverse holos, you can see. Everybody's favorite Pikachu. One of my personal favorites is Clefairy. I love Clefairy. It's one of my favorite ones to get early in the game. Just very versatile. Love Clefairy. You get the Moonstone evolved or Clefable if you wanted to. I wanted to shout out Onyx. Not necessarily a favorite. It's really hard to get this one. It's a reverse holo. Not necessarily a favorite. He was just a pain in the ass to fight. Brock's Onyx sucks, especially if you started with Charmander like I usually did, most people did. He was a bitch to kill. You had to essentially get Caterpie evolved to Butterfree through 2 evolutions before you could beat him, because Charmander could not take him on. If you had Squirtle or Bulbasaur, it was much easier to beat him. But if you start with Charmander, that was a pain in the ass out the gate. And then if you had Yellow, Pikachu was still no fun whatsoever. Zero fun there. The one Eevee evolution I've got is Jolteon. Do love Jolteon. Got the holo there. My favorite Eevee evolution is Vaporeon, not Jolteon. I don't have Vaporeon yet. I've got a couple dragon Pokemon that I want to talk about. First up, Gyarados, one of the harder ones to get because you have to level up a Magikarp to level 20. He has no moves, and you literally just sub him out every single time. Very annoying to get him, but so very worth it. So Gyarados, really fun one. And then one of the harder ones to get, Dragonite in the game, not the card. I got a couple of these cards already. I got the holo. Dragonite is a beast. I can't remember the final four trainer you battle that has the dragons. Oh, Lance. Lance has multiple Dragonairs, Dragonite, Gyarados. Just a pain in the ass. He was no fun to beat. So love the dragon Pokemon. I've also got all three birds already. So this is cool. This is fun. Got them all. First up is my favorite legendary bird, Articuno. Just the holo. Then we've got the Zapdos EX card. I did love going to the power plant to get Zapdos. That was always fun. Probably my favorite one to get, just based on where they were at. And then finally, we've got Moltres. So we've got all three legendary birds. Again, my favorite's Articuno, but I've got all three legendary birds already. I don't have, I think there's a special illustrated Zapdos. I do have a full art. I'm going to go over here in a second. And then my last two favorite personal cards from the 151, Mewtwo, everybody's favorite post-game character Pokemon to get. Mewtwo's awesome. Great story. Obviously, main character in the first Pokemon movie. Nice. I go Pokemon. I interchange them. If you haven't noticed yet. Then I also have Mew. I've got the Mew EX card as it slides out there. You can see it's hollow. I didn't include this in my cards, my most valued cards that I'm about to show you. However, this card's worth $50, so it absolutely should have been. I probably should put it in a hard sleeve, but not just this little guy. I do have a copy of Pokemon Yellow with him on it, with Mew on it. So I'm sure, unfortunately, the battery's probably dead and it's probably been erased. But I still have it. Whether the content's still on there is to be determined. I don't have any way to play it at the moment. So lastly here, next up, I want to talk about the cards I have that I pulled that are worth actual money. Worth a decent amount of money. I considered anything over $40 for what I'm doing. Pretty fun. So that was kind of my cutoff here. But again, that Mew card is worth $50, and I didn't include it. So we're gonna flash this back up here. First one, $50, Mew. I got these prices off pricecharting.com, and if these were all graded a PSA 10, which they won't be. So, but their possibility is what they're worth. Okay. So first up, we've got a supporter card. We've got Daisy's Help full art here. Kind of tough. There we go. Kind of see there's the gleam I'm looking for. This card is worth $44.70. $44.70 for Daisy's Help. Next up, we got a legendary bird. We've got Zapdos, the EX full art card. Lucky in the shine. It's just kind of hard to get. There we go. This card is worth $45 currently. The disappointing thing about the legendary birds is that Zapdos is the only one that gets an EX card or a full art card. It's disappointing. Like, I want Articuno. This is the one I want. Now, most people's favorite is probably Zapdos, but still disappointing. Next up, we've got Alakazam, the EX full art. Getting better at getting that flashed in there, right? Alakazam is currently going for $54.73. $54.73 for Alakazam. Next, we've got Dragonair, the special art version. Or I think it's technically called special illustration. I'm new to this, don't quote me. Special illustration, kind of hard to see because it's all blue and mixed in, especially with my blue lights in the background. Dragonair is worth $123.50. That's a fun card. That is a fun card to pull. Next, we've got one of the starter Pokemon. Next two actually are starter Pokemon. We've got the Bulbasaur Special Illustrated card. See there? It's kind of hard to get it with the camera, but it's a full Special Illustrated card, holo too. Bulbasaur is worth $146.25. So Bulbasaur, almost $150. Next up is my other starter Pokemon I've got. I've got Charmander. Yeah, I started every time with Charmander. Look at that little guy in the little canyon here. It's also just an awesome looking card. Sorry, trying to adjust. There we go. Sitting in the canyon there. Charmander is worth a whopping $232.80. It's a banger. It's a banger of a card. I'm not done yet though. Got one more worth more. I do got the evolved version of Bulbasaur, fully evolved. Venusaur, the special illustrated EX card. So if you put all the special illustrated ones together from the beginning Pokemon and their evolutions, there's like a poster. It's pretty cool. My Venusaur card, this is the card worth the most value that I have. Currently, as of today, it is going for $260.50. So this is an awesome card, a very fun card. So I've got two cards. I pulled two cards out of this that are worth over $200 in Venusaur and Charmander. So that's really fun. That's awesome. It's a good start. It's a hell of a start for me. And then I want to throw one bonus card in here. My buddy did get us a pack of Prismatics. He actually got us an Elite Trainer box of Prismatics to open. So maybe at some point I'll do a video going over all the ones I got there too. I didn't get a ton of big ones, but it's a lot of fun. I got the Flareon EX card. Not the stamped one, unfortunately. Flareon is going for $50.50 on price chart. So those are my most valued cards as I'm dropping. I was trying to pull them all back up. Flash them there. So again, played Pokemon as a kid, so not really interested in too much outside the OG stuff. If they ever did, again, gold, silver, crystal, that era I would also be in as well.
Thank you guys for joining me today. Stay tuned here. In the near future, I've got two more packs I'm going to open, and I'll let you guys know if I get anything good. The first one is the Scarlet and Violet 151 booster bundle, 6 packs in there. I got this from Walmart recently. Just one, though. Just one. And I've got one other thing. We've got the Scarlet and Violet mini tins from Costco. We've got 5 tins, 2 packs in each of them. You can also see I've got Pikachu, Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur up there. So I've got 16 packs in total to still open. I'm actually going to open those with one of my good friends tonight. So stay tuned for another episode where I go over what I pulled out of those. So thank you guys for watching today. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share. As of this recording, we are 1 away from 165. So we're climbing. If you enjoy it, check us out on Mondays on The Weekly Dweeb at 6 p.m. Eastern, talking our favorite entertainment stories of the week, and live every Thursday for the next 3 weeks, just the next 3 weeks, on Han Shot First, talking Star Wars. We are talking Andor right now at 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays for 3 weeks. We're usually on Wednesdays. However, we're giving ourselves a little bit more time to watch the 3 episodes that come out on Tuesdays because, unfortunately, we have day jobs. So thank you guys for watching. This has been my foray back into Pokemon cards for the first time since I was a kid. Until next time.